Transmission's cleaned up. Just 4 cans of brake cleaner and a lot of scrubbing in the pan. My favorite. This is my current disaster trying to get these plugs out. Some people say they're aluminum, some say a lead, but I cut a groove and finally ended up driving a chisel in, and I can turn as hard as I want and that sucker does not come out. I've tried a little bit of heat. I'm afraid of getting it very hot though, because I don't want to warp anything or damage the block somehow. But kind of stuck on what to do there other than grinding it out slowly and then hand filing it, which I really don't want to do, especially since I have to do the other end as well. I pulled the starter apart. This is exactly the same as my TR3, so I didn't really videotape it. Did notice though that I think somebody changed some springs in here. The coil here is a lot tighter than on these, and I can tell the difference in the tension on the brushes when I take them off. So I'm not sure if somebody put the wrong spring in or not, but I might check that out a little bit. I have a junk starter that a guy gave me, and I used the spring to fix my TR3 starter, so I can use 2 more springs to put this back to original. Here's the starter housing in the sandblasting pile with the timing cover and other stuff that's sort of cleaned up, ready for blasting. And now I'm going to take the generator apart, which again is the same as the TR3, so I really won't film it. I didn't like this on my other one either. The fan here is below the key, so it's relying on the pulley pushing on it to turn. It seems like it'd be nicer if that fan engaged the key, so it would definitely turn, but it's the second one that's been like this. There is a keyway, but that's just so you can get it on over the key. There's the generator, generator all apart. So I'll sandblast this and powder coat or paint it and try to clean up the windings as best I can. This is actually in better shape in terms of this fish paper type stuff than my TR3. So I'll probably just put that back. Check out if the brushes need to be replaced or not. So I pushed out the armature because it was loose in this bearing. And now it looks like there's a ring there I can pop out to get that bearing out. I have no idea if I can find the bearing to replace, but I'll give it a shot. Clip is off, and a little cover. There's the bad bearings. Bearing comes out easy. Not sure if this was supposed to be all part of the bearing, but that's the order it came out in. So I'm going to clean this up and see if I can find a number and get a new bearing. I finally got this plug out. I thought I was going to have to drill it out, but I heated it. It didn't want to come out. I gave up. The next day, this morning, I turned it on the chisel and it just came right out, so maybe it had to heat and cool, but not sure that was poured in because it's got a little bit of a funny detail on the end there. Unless they had something in there just to catch the metal, I don't know. But it came out tight, even shavings in the threads as it came out. So now I'm on to the next one. I drilled a hole with a jig here just to keep it as straight as I could. And I'm going to try an easy out first and probably end up with the chisel again. Here's the draft tube plug. I was able to get a nut on there, which was not easy by working through the block. You can get, well, it's impossible to see, but you can get your finger in through the hole there, and if you're really lucky, you can get the nut on. And then I was able to yank it out with a hammer, block of wood protecting the block. Success. It came out with the easy out. I heated it a little bit around the edges and then put the easy out in. It's coming right out.